We've all done wrong. I suppose I've had my fair share now. History is filled with nothing but those who do wrong and those who try to right those wrongs. This ancient text, of course, reminds us to forgive, but never to forget. Second chances, given and taken. Light follows darkness, darkness follows light, everlasting, unbroken night. From burning bright, brothers in arms arrive with force, deploy a shield, break a sword. Despite their fight to cease bright, wrong beats right and brought night. In the fire, end of days, for nothing escapes the sun's gaze. All stood still with broken will, a savior appears to reverse fear. Light following darkness, darkness following light, equal to day, equal to night. Men arise equal from vanished ash, before the light, avoiding the plight. Evildoer.
Obey. Kill them all.
Hello again, my mischievous minions. Raptor here. Welcome to the Fortress of Dr. Vu, and welcome to SimCity Evildoer. This is going to be a documentary of the evil genius Dr. Vu and I taking over the entire world. He thought it'd be a good idea to document this for the BBC and also National Geographic, so yeah, really beautiful out here. Yeah, welcome to Carson Shores, by the way. This will soon be renamed, but anyway, as you probably know, we're going to build our entire fortress here in this region, in the mountains, where those Rap-Pack and Rap-Tech and homies can't find us. I shouldn't say homies, they're our enemies now. So they'll never find us here. So we're going to stay on this side of the mountain and everything. There's a cruise ship out there trying to look for us. It's probably those jerks over at Carnival Cruise Lines again, but you know what? They'll never find us. So anyway, battle control is now online. According to Dr. Vu, he set us up with this great HUD, so thank you, Dr. Vu. And so yeah, there we go. So here's our city, and we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to get started. We got to start from scratch. So here's the basics of what we'll be doing. Each one of these cities is crucially important for building the mega weapon that Dr. Vu is working on under the ocean, under the lake here. He's working on a submarine-based laser system that will, well, you'll see eventually. So anyway, we've got to provide the laser with a lot of power, and in order to do that, we're going to have to build a great works. So let's talk about everything, shall we? Yes, all right, good. So anyway, over here is where we will build our solar array, and that's going to be providing power to the laser in the middle of the lake here. Each one of these cities will provide different things in order to build it, including oil and high-tech jobs and different materials and processing needed to do it. So anyway, let's start small before we move on. We'll go over everything later. Let's get started with some of the basics. First, of course, we need a power plant, and we need some roads going. So I think we talked about this in yesterday's meeting. We're going to go ahead and build some roads. Now, Dr. Vu's evil geniusness has brought us some additional things that we can do, including building bridges by using the M and N keys. Now, of course, I'm not going to build a bridge here, but I'm just showing you that that's what you can do. You can either build tunnels, you know, you can go deep under the earth like that and build, you know, long stretches of highway under the earth, or you can build a nice overpass that goes up over things. So, thank you. Vu Labs is doing great. So let's get started then. I think what we'll probably want to do is eventually we'll have to build our, well, something up there, and so we'll get started with that. I'd say we could probably go down to about here, and we'll extend our road up here a little bit. Excellent. It's so nice to have you minions back, or at least this is the training video on how to be evil for National Geographic. It's so fantastic. We're already off to a good start. Look at that. We've already accomplished our first goal. So now we've got to design some residential housing according to Dr. Vu's assistant there. So we'll go ahead and let's see. We should probably build kind of like a circle, that kind of, not a circle, but you know, like a kind of a, not a circle, but you know, kind of a ring around this area. This will be perfect for building some homes to house our minions. Now, of course, we have to be stealthy. We have to keep things secret. We don't want people to know we're building a base here. So we're going to pretend like we're just building, you know, regular old, nothing different about this SimCity. So what we'll do is, I think we'll build a road right about here. And we'll go all the way up to about here. Perfect. So we'll build our overpass over this section here to cut down on traffic. No need to make turns there. Oh, that looks beautiful already. Look at that. Wonderful. Sweet. That just looks great. Oh, cruise ships are out there. They're looking. They're looking. They'll never find Dr. Vu. He's got some type of advanced submarine, kind of like the Red October, that uses impulse engines that helps it to hide from enemy sonar. So excellent, Dr. Vu. Excellent. So anyway, we're going to connect up to here. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. It's been a very long blimp ride, by the way. Well, we're apparently running low on cash, but don't worry, Dr. Vu has some deep coffers that we will definitely be using. I'm going to try to kind of see what I can do with these curves here. Let's see. Actually, let's try this. Nope, still not liking that turn. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, good. I probably had it that way before, but anyway. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll shrink this road just a tad, and that's perfect. We've got an excellent area over here for our town now. We're going to need power and water, everything else. Now, usually I go for wind power plant, but that's just not evil enough, so we'll eventually here have to build a kind of an oil power plant. I think we'll do just nicely. So let's see, how much space do we need for that thing? Oh, perfect. So we can actually build a road just in front of it, and it'll leave us enough room behind it for upgrades if needed. So also this city that we're building in now, this actually I should talk about this entire series. We'll be building 5 total cities, so it's going to be 5 times the fun for those of you who couldn't get enough of the you know, that puny city of Raptacular City and that joke Rapteca, haha, evil. Yes, oh, but they will prove useful eventually. So we've got room behind us for upgrades if needed, and let's see, we'll probably we'll build right here with our oil power plant, and we'll get some roads laid out here. This is just the beginning, putting down the basics. We're back to basics, actually. So not enough simoleons for that, so we'll go ahead and take out another loan there after laying down our power plant. Careful, Raptor. Yes, Dr. Vu, I know. All right, we don't want to waste all of our money just yet. So anyway, one thing we're going to do is build a kind of a let's see, residential area here. So let me think a little bit. How should we do this? We probably need one road kind of running through before this turn. Running parallel for the homes there. That looks nice. And then we can have another... that's a little too short. Let's see what we can do here. Actually, let's try this. Let's put a road here. And another road next to that. And that'll create a perfect area in the middle for hospitals and schools and other things that regular city have. I would rather pollute, of course. That's the right thing to do if you're trying to be evil. But, you know, we can't, because otherwise that'll attract attention. And we don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and probably make this area a little bigger in the middle. And again, that leaves perfect room for hospitals and parks and things like that. And we'll make a little divot here, and that'll be the rest of that neighborhood. Perfect. Excellent. Everything's coming together really nicely. It looks very evil. Speaking of evil, we'll need some commercial zones over here, and we'll go ahead and just build those up the side like that. Perfect. Okay, now we need a water tower down, and I think we could probably put one right here. We're not going to build any roads down there yet, so we'll leave that half of the city for another time. Yeah. Alright. Excellent. So we've got the water and power we need. Now it's time to put down some residential zones. So just to boost our population, first we'll start with the residential areas going all the way along here, and then eventually we'll kind of replace it with businesses as needed. But speaking of businesses, we'll build some there as well. We've given ourselves some room behind them, you know, because they'll only be able to build up to the mountain. So if they get big enough, they have plenty of room for expansion. And here we'll build some parks or something in this little area between. So things are going really well so far. Another thing we need to be evil is industrial zones, and of course that It helps us to blend in a little bit more. But we kind of have this area here that's a little, we need to use that. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a road that goes up to the mountain and then just back across. And then, actually, what we could do is connect these two areas here perfectly. Excellent. Good. Wonderful. All right, so now what we need to do is build our little industrial sector. We can build some factories next to that and back up against the mountain. Perfect. Okay, we've got all that going. Now, we're going to need a lot of workers to help these industrial buildings grow. One thing I don't use enough is the curvy roads tool, so let's try that. I think what we'll do actually is we'll start a road here. Actually, should we have a little tunnel going under it? Maybe that would be evil. Oh, that seems evil. Hold on, let's try this. Oh, that's wonderfully evil. Okay, so maybe we could do that, to divide the neighborhood into two portions, but I don't know if we'll get enough traffic for that, so maybe we'll toy with that later. Plus, that's just an added expense we don't need at the moment. But what I'll do is I will just build a generic kind of an intersection here for our curvy roads to connect to. That makes it a little easier. And go back to the curvy roads tool, and we'll kind of... Curvy roads, that sounds like a great guy from the 50s who did some really good jazz music. You guys hear the new Curvy Roads album cover thingy? Yeah. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to try to kind of make this look as good as possible. I don't want any hairpin turns, but then again, people aren't going to be going so fast traffic-wise. That looks nice. And then we'll continue on. I think what we'll do is go a little bit to the right, and then back to the left, and fill in that zone here. Perfect. Okay, so we can build some nice little unique looking homes along here, probably more so in this area. And I think we could probably build some more industrial buildings here, which will be smaller, but still it's fine. And then we can fill in with trees behind, and we'll build some homes that go along the rest of this. Yeah, there we go. And we can build some homes back there. Now it's always good. It's a little evil to build them all in the same area like that, but anyway, we will run out of the money that we've been given by the end of the hour. So we've got about a half hour to try to turn around our negative 1230 budget, but don't worry, we've got an extra loan to take out, and we're off to a very good start. It's really turning out good, I think. Yeah. So eventually what I want to do with this city is use its great oil deposits down there in order to supply our oil power plant, and also to produce plastics, which will be needed for... and we just got our town hall. So we'll finish with that then, I think, and actually we'll just... we'll kind of wait until the top of the hour where we have to take out a loan, and then we'll build our town hall. But yes, so this will produce the oil needed to produce plastics at our next city over there. Well, actually, we need to name this city first as well. I should say welcome as soon as I pick a name for it. We'll have to go through the book of acceptable Dr. Vu Evil City names, which is a very large book, by the way. It actually took 6 men to transport it here. So there's the top of the hour. We are now out of money, and so we're going to go ahead and now not start a new city, but we're going to pass a bond measure. And perfect. By the way, it's our first city, so you kind of have to go off to a slow start in terms of you can't take out the nice $100,000 loan. So let's try here. This is going to be so evil, you guys. Look at how evil this is. Okay, what do you think I'm going to build here? Huh? Oh, look at that. That's sweet. All right, so we've got a little... We don't have extra room on the left or right side to build like the financial buildings or whatnot, but that's okay because we'll only need, so far in this region, this is going to be our financial building here. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to fit it off to one side or something, but it's got to be perfectly evil. So right there is where it's going to go, and that's fine. Who knows, it could be a glitch. We could set other buildings next to it, but this is going to be the financial backbone of the region. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I must welcome you to the new series and the new city, the capital city for Vu, Villainville. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to Villainville. So anyway, let's watch some money trickle in. Let's, you know what, I'm not going to speed it up. I know you guys want a long, lengthy series, and SimCity has been a little less evil now, but me and Dr. Vu hopefully plan to change that. Yes. So let's take a look at what we've got here then. We've got our nice industrial zone going, a little blank area for additional things later. Maybe we could just make that, maybe square that up and use something out of that. We've got all of our businesses here. Maybe we could plant some trees going down there. Let's try that. We'll go ahead and add some nice little trees to the region here, to the little area. There we go, all the way down and all the way back. I think that was good spending money there. So all we got to do is wait for the money and the people to trickle in. We've already got our town hall. Oh, we could have put it up here, huh? No. That's for something else. You will see very soon, and hopefully they don't see us. They're looking for us, but we're going to have to hide. They won't find us in these mountains, I'll tell you that. Wow, these mountains are... I'm like going right through them. Anyway, oh, that's our new X-ray specs and everything. So we'll be building cities over there and over there and over there very soon. So just you stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. Do it for Dr. Vu. If you don't, you might not have somewhere to come home to tomorrow. Yes. So anyway, until next time, mares. Until next time, minions. Oh yes, my mischievous minions. I bid you adieu. Goodbye.